Hi, welcome to this webinar covering how you can use Easy Insight to provide reports and dashboards on top of your Katana data. Once you've connected Easy Insight to Katana, which is as simple as going to the connections page with your Easy Insight free trial, clicking on Katana, and clicking Authorize Access, that will push you over to Katana to grant access to Easy Insight. Upon granting access, you'll return to Easy Insight, and Easy Insight pulls over your data from Katana and generates what we call a pre-built dashboard to help you get started. So what we're covering here in the pre-built dashboard, this is a template that is intended to provide a starting point for you. Everything you're seeing can be fully customized in a wide variety of ways, many of which we'll be covering over the course of this webinar. The dashboard has several different sections going down the left-hand side, covering the various facets of Katana. There are filters going across the top as well. For example, we can adjust the date range to show only the data for the last 90 days, and it automatically applies across what is shown in the dashboard. We can click on multi-value filters to see, okay, I only want to look at my orders that came in from Shopify, so on. Within the reports that make up the dashboard, you can click on anything to dive into the actionable details below. So if I click on this month's worth of orders, it pulls up a detailed report of the orders that made up that data. So in this case, we're seeing the order number, the customer, the order total, the subtotal, the order, where the order came from, when it was picked, when it was delivered, and so on. We have, in our overview here, we also have views of our customers, how many new customers have come in, what percentage of our orders have been by new customers, as well as views of our manufacturing, how many orders have been, how many MOs have been completed, what's been the cost of that manufacturing, how many units were produced. Trend charts help us look at month-over-month data. What's been our sales total month-over-month? What's been our average order size? Sales trends lets us look at what our top selling products are. So in this case, we're seeing and do comparisons from one period to another. So in this case, our first period is October to December of last year, while our second period is July to September. So with that, we're able to see the total in each period, the change, and the percent change, helping us to identify top sellers and the trends in those top sellers. We can also look at seasonality. So in this case, we're looking to see what's been the, for each year, how much typically sells in December, how much typically sells in January, so on. So if your business has strong seasonal variations, this can help to identify what those variations are. All right, inventory demand is this is an important one. Here for your different SKUs, you're able to see the quantity in stock, value in stock, the other quantity fields. You are able to see the sales quantity in the time period. You're able to see how much that was sold. You're able to identify the average demand per day in the sales period, the remaining days of inventory, and the out of stock date based on that projection. This is rolled up across locations. There's a second view which provides the view of this per location as opposed to rolled up across all locations. Inventory analysis. Let's just look at the value in stock and identify what the highest value in stock is across the different products. I'll come back to inventory movements in a second, but material demand is a further one. This one you have to be careful on because it does depend on exactly how you're purchasing or manufacturing certain products, but you can use this to at least provide some guidance as far as identifying, based on the recipes feeding into a product, what's the projected material demand if it is a product that is manufactured based on recent sales. So this is looking at, based on the sales of the products that these materials go into, if those sales keep up, this is how much material demand you would need to meet that. Okay, let's go back to inventory movements. So this provides a view of all your inventory movements across everything in Katana, basically. So purchase orders, manufacturing orders, sales orders, stock adjustments, stock transfers. So you're seeing kind of the view across all of those. If I search on a particular batch and adjust my time period to include the full range, you'll see that we go starting at, I think actually this one goes even further than that. We go back here, starting with the purchase order, with the original purchase order. There we have the positive inventory movement. And then you can see the sales orders that have gradually decremented that batch going forwards to now. We have a view of our customers. So we're able to see lifetime spend. We're able to see the number of orders each customer has made, the first and last order date. We can click to view the top products that a customer has purchased. Here we have a view. We'll go ahead and pare it down to a little bit more of a reasonable time period. Here we're able to see our sales by source and date. So in this case, which orders have come in have been manually added to Katana, have come in from Shopify, have come in from WooCommerce. Again, we can click to jump into the details underlying this data, as well as a tabular view of the orders here. We can also look at product sales in this case, we're seeing by category and by product, as well as the trends in those sales by category month over month. We can look at sales by regions. So which countries have our sales come in from? What's been the category sales by country? And what's been the product sales by country? We can also have a map view to see where globally our shipments have gone to. All right, let's jump into purchase orders. So these are our initial reports around purchases. We're able to see purchases by supplier, the average days to receive, outstanding orders by supplier, outstanding orders by days, and the totals by supplier. We can click to jump into the details beneath. So here we're seeing the purchase orders, and we can open up to see the lines that make up that purchase order. We also have a trend view here for lead times. So in this case, we're able to see that of our 3 suppliers, 2, the lead times have gone down, 1, the lead time has gone up. So it can be useful to help identify trends in what suppliers are doing as far as getting purchases out to you. We have several views here on the manufacturing side. So you're able to see across everything, what's the actual cost per unit by operation, actual hours, the actual cost per operation, and the actual hours by operation. We're able to see open orders. So if any orders are currently blocked, You can view that here in addition to just seeing the ones that are in progress. What's the number of planned hours based on production deadlines? And what's the forecast, that forecast of upcoming weeks based on resources and production deadline dates. Just kind of help with resource planning around your manufacturing process. View here provides a total view of just how much manufacturing material has been used across everything over the specified time period. You can also look at recipe usage. So you can go ahead and look for a given SKU and see for that SKU, which recipes are using that SKU in their recipes. On the batches side, we have a number of views here. So you're able to see expiring value and expiring batch count based on expiration dates. So in this case, we're able to see that the vast majority of our batches are 31 plus days ahead, but we can identify the ones that are expiring soon. Again, we can click to jump in and see what those batches are that are expiring soon, as well as having a tabular view here of expirations. So that kind of covers the pre-built dashboard as far as what's there. Let's go ahead and jump now into actually building your own reports. Since the dashboard is there as a template, but the real power comes from the reports that you yourself can build. So we'll go ahead from our Katana data source. We'll do create report. This is our report builder. Here you can do choose field. You see the various folders that come up with your Katana data source. So if I go ahead and open up sales orders, we can see the fields there. So if I open up sales order lines, you can see the values here. I'll go ahead and choose line total in base currency. So this will basically be our subtotal across everything in your base Katana currency amount. Next, we could go ahead and open up products, choose category name, and it automatically breaks out those amounts based on the category. So it sums up the totals per category. We can drag columns around to reorder them. We could click on the header to change it to an ascending or descending sort. Where it says report type is list, we can click on list. This gives us the types of reports that are available to us in Easy Insight. So if I go ahead and choose column, it changes over into a column chart. If instead I want to look at things more as a crosstab, I could select crosstab. We'll go ahead and choose sale order. We'll choose order created date. We could change this to year. And now we have a year-over-year view of our sales by category. We could go ahead and do quick actions, color crosstab cells to provide a little bit more visual differentiation of the cells in the table. We can create filters to only look at the last 2 years. We can create a filter on category name to exclude one category, and so on. Reports can be exported to Excel, PDF. You can set them up for recurring email delivery. You can build it. You can take your dashboard, have that emailed out as PDF. You could take your dashboard and embed it on a TV display in your warehouse or manufacturing facility. We've had several customers who have done that to help kind of show, key displays on the shop floor. With those dashboards, you can set them up to automatically page through the different pages of the dashboard, or just have it as a single page showing what's most important to you. I'll go ahead and set up a new report now. So we can start with the same thing here. We'll go ahead and do, this time we'll do product name. We'll go ahead and do our total. We also have a rich library of scripting capabilities, similar to Excel formulas. So for example, if we want to do ABC analysis on our product sales, with ABC analysis, we're saying that the A is the products that make up our top 80% of sales, the B is the next 15%, and the C is the remaining 5%. Kind of used to help identify what are the products that need the most attention in your business. We could go ahead and use our ABC function. Drag in our total. We'll set our values as 80%, 95, up to the remainder. Give it a name. We'll add that in. And there we have we're seeing our A products, B products, and C products. In the same vein, you could do something like for purchase orders, you could add order number, the order created date, and the expected arrival date. We could do days between. Drag in order created, expected arrival. And we see the number of days between those dates. So a number of different options there. As you add in additional systems, so Easy Insight connects to a wide variety of different products. What you could do is put together a dashboard that combines your data across everything you use. So on your e-commerce side, whether it's Shopify, WooCommerce, BigCommerce, your Google Analytics, Facebook ads, into your Katana data, into your shipping system, into your accounting system of Xero or QuickBooks Online. Different options there for creating dashboards that go across your entire business. All right. Let's go ahead and open up the floor to some questions. Hi,
hello.
Dave.
David Renard, hello. I'd like to understand what the limitations are in terms of the type of data that you're bringing in. Katana often has a limitation about averages in terms of the products that are built in Katana and the whole process for those products. Katana keeps the averages, and I'm wondering if they're able to export to you the full details so we can run report not just on the averages that Katana has, but also on the specifics.
Are you talking about the specifics of manufacturing operations?
Yeah, so for example, a product is built, let's say you're producing a product with an order batch of 1,000 January 1st, another 1,000 February 1st, another 1,000 March 1st. Katana is going to create an average, and that's what it keeps in Katana. So on February 1st, it'll do the average of both products, and you can no longer get the detail. And I'm wondering if they're exporting the detail out to you so we can still look at the detail of all products over time rather than an ongoing, a moving average.
Gotcha. So for the manufacturing order, for every time, let's see.
And by the way, if you don't have a full answer for that, you can always email me.
I may have to. I mean, so I'll go ahead and kind of show here. So for the manufacturing order side, we pull over, produced quantity, the done date, all this information here, as well as the specifics of the operations. For that recipe, what went into, what specifically was consumed in the manufacturing order. What were the specific operations? But as far as what you're asking about, I'm not totally sure. So I might have to get back to you on that one.
So you have it per manufacturing order. That means I can isolate one manufacturing order and show all the costs associated with that manufacturing order, regardless of the full averages. Oh, that's super interesting. Yeah.
Yes.
If you can reach out to me, I think you have my email. If you can reach out to me and just send me some more info on that, that'd be fabulous.
Okay, definitely. But yes, for everything, sales orders, purchase orders, everything, we pull over all the individual details, basically.
Thank you very much.
So we have a question here. We have a monthly subscription right now, not yet the pro version. Will this reporting tool work for us? I believe so, but let me pass that off to somebody on the Katana team.
Yes, can you repeat the question, because I as a participant don't see the question. By the way, I'm Rainer from Katana. I'm the API product manager.
The question is, we have a monthly subscription right now, not yet the pro version. Will this reporting tool work for us?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes.
Sorry, I lost voice while the audio while I was speaking. Okay, I'm back now.
Okay, so the question was, we have a monthly subscription right now, not yet the pro version. Will this reporting tool work for us?
From Katana side, Easy Insight integration is available for all plans. Essential plan, pro plan, even if you're on trial as well.
Thank you for that. Let's see. Our next question is, I often charge my customers rush fees as a separate line item. I don't keep track of these in Katana since it's not an inventory item. Once I create an invoice from Katana to QB, I then delete that line item, but leave it in QuickBooks to send invoice to my customer. Can I fetch this data from QB somehow and match up the order somehow? The answer to that is yes. So if you have the connection to Katana and the connection to QuickBooks, as long as the invoice is consistent across the two, you can join those together and create reports that combine the data across both. Our next question is, if you change the PO's expected delivery date, does it reflow to the manufacturing dates? That's probably more of a question for the Katana side, but basically we're going to pull whatever the data is that's in Katana. So if the manufacturing date in Katana changes as a result of the PO, then we'll pick up the change. Any other questions? We have, looks like 4 minutes left. So just while we're waiting on any other questions, just one thing that's probably useful to know. So with Easy Insight, we do have a 14-day free trial. And the pricing wise, typically for Katana, you're going to use either our team or our professional. So and actually, I think one of the questions, so the team is $49 American a month, and the professional is $149 American. The team gets you unlimited reports and dashboards. The main thing with the professional is that gets you real-time Katana data as opposed to relying on a nightly refresh. So see a couple other questions. Yes, just Easy Insight can pull data from both Katana and for QuickBooks. Well, for QuickBooks Online. We don't do QuickBooks Desktop, but we do QuickBooks Online. Another question. Does the report update when the data changes after the report was generated? The answer to that is yes. The data, once you create a report, it automatically changes as the data in Katana changes. That actually does bring up one other thing I'll mention in passing, which is it does require the professional as well, but we do have capabilities around taking snapshots of your data. So if you want to take, say, a monthly snapshot of your inventory levels, you could do that with Easy Insight to preserve what those levels were month over month. Let's see, any other questions? We have a couple minutes left. A question about, will this recorded stream be available? Yes, this recording will be made available. We'll be sharing the link out with the Katana team for them to share, and then we'll be putting it up as well on our website. And so should be, should be easily available. Last minute, any other questions? All right, I think we'll go ahead and call it with that. I did see one other question here, but I think it's more of actually a Katana question, not an Easy Insight question. The question on users, for asking about users versus operators, I suggest contacting Katana about that one. I think that's something different than Easy Insight. Let's see. But yes, if you have any other questions at all, please don't hesitate to reach out. Love to see you sign up for a free trial and make sure we're able to deliver reports to you. See. All right. I think we'll go ahead and call it with that. So thank you everyone for your time. Have a wonderful day and look forward to seeing you using Easy Insight.